Alright, hold up. I know you looking at the title and you saying KEFLA, KEFLA guide. You mean the same KEFLAs online that be spamming InstaSpark and spamming alt? You mean those KEFLAs? Why would I need a guide on that? Chill out, buddy. It ain't that type of guide. This guide's gonna be for the people who want to learn how to really play the game and learn KEFLA's true fundamentals. This ain't about no cheese shit. But now you're looking at me like, how could you be credible? Like, who are you? Well, you don't know me, first off. I don't know you either. But I'm about to show you proof of my credibility. Look at that. Boom. We got the proficiency at max with KEFLA base. Now no Super Saiyan 2 KEFLA for all y'all single battle warriors. And we got the golden KEFLA banner. Base KEFLA banner. But as you can see, I am a KEFLA main. I've been a KEFLA main since day one. Since everyone started figuring out that, oh, fusions are OP and cheese spam and shit like that. Nah, we don't do that over here. Pure fundamentals, pure just getting to know the game, pure labbing. Yes, sir. I'm about to show you the fruits of my labor. Let's go. So I know there's a lot of controversy in the community over fusions in general. I believe out of all the fusions, I think KEFLA is the most underlooked, simply because she is female. That is my headcanon, okay? But you know, a lot of people use Vegito instead. They use Gogeta, and I know they do have better options, trust me. Like Vegito, in both his Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan Blue form, his skills way surpass anything KEFLA has in all of her forms, and it's stupid in my opinion. But hey man, what are you gonna do? They're powerful characters, so it's like whatever. Okay, so first things first, for base KEFLA, we're gonna start off with basic combos. Basic combos, what I mean is like just her standard punches, you know what I'm saying? So let's get started. Basic combos, we're going to be discussing her square and triangle combos, meaning not just spamming square like the basic auto combo like this. No, we're not doing that. We're past that. Come on, guys. We're gonna be talking about her square triangle combos, basically her rush combos. So for each character, this is different, and for each form, it's different. So we're gonna be going in detail about all of that for each form. The basic combos start off with square triangle, which is a heavy hit. Really good. To be honest, it's what every character should have. The heavy finish is extremely important. But what's more important than the heavy finish is the flying kicks. Flying kicks are extremely fundamental in your neutral, depending on who you're fighting. Most good players, if they know you're a very flying kick dependent character, they'll know to block up, because that's how you negate the flying kicks. You just block up. But in most situations in neutral, flying kick is really good. Next up, Kai Cannon. This one is extremely good too, because not only if you charge it up, it's unblockable, you can also chain it into a follow-up, which can be used for another setup that I'll discuss later. And our fourth combo is another heavy finish, which is good. You know, you could always mix it up. So, you know, if they think they could vanish the first one on the first hit like this, you could just switch it up and do it on your fourth hit. Pretty much, that's all that's really there for, I guess. Now we're gonna get into her skills and supers, as you can see in the bottom left. But I'm just gonna open up the menu just for easier explanation. So for KEFLA, we have Wild Sense, which is really strong. It's a really strong skill. It's not as strong as After Image Strike, but it's really good. And it offers you a counter attack after you're able to dodge whatever attack the opponent throws at you, which is really good. However, next skill isn't that great, and it's High Tension. Yeah, High Tension is definitely one of those, I won't say bad skills, but it's just a skill that raises your stats. And I believe it costs 3 bars, if I'm not correct. 3 skill bars. and that is just not worth it. It is not worth it. And this is really concerning because I believe Gotenks, I'm about to show y'all. Super Saiyan Gotenks, I believe his high tension is fundamentally different from anyone else's, because if I use high tension, and pay attention to my key, if I use high tension as Gotenks,
you want some more?
It gives me full ki. It's basically full power charge that gives you buffs. Why is Gotenks the only person in this game that has a high tension that gives you full ki and buffs? It's stupid. And it goes back to like, oh, this game isn't about, you know what, I'm going into a rant that I should not be going into. But let's go back to KEFLA. Okay, so high tension, not very good. We're gonna move on to her supers. So super number 1.
No escape.
Simple energy ball. I don't think it's anything to write home about. To note, this is a slow energy ball. Oh, its projectile speed is not the fastest. So be wary of that in case you're trying to chain this out of, I don't know, like a vanish attack or something. Because it's very slow, and it also gives your opponent time to vanish it if they're good enough. Her second super would be this rush, which is really good. And I'm going to explain to y'all why. By the way, this rush attack is it's a fast rush attack. Its dash speed is pretty fast, but it has no range. So for instance, if I do it from here, it won't reach it, but it's really fast. It's like a burst of speed. And her ultimate is simply an explosive rage. Pretty simple, nothing special, but I'd say her super moveset is pretty standard. You got the rush, you got the blast, you got the explosive wave. It's versatile in its own right. It's not anything amazing, but it's pretty good. So for now, we're gonna go back to combos now. Since we know everything about her kit, we're gonna go back to combos and see what you can chain for the most effective damage possible. So for KEFLA, these are chains that I like to go for. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a beginner chain, nothing too crazy. And this is assuming that y'all know how to combo extend. So let me make sure I get that up out the way. So the combo extend is basically you finish your first combo, and then you press X to step in, and then you extend that combo, and then do it again. So like this. You could do it a maximum of twice. As you've seen, I've done it twice. So basically, that's what we're gonna use as our bread and butter for these combos. If you might be thinking, oh, that's kind of advanced, it really isn't. You're just pressing a button after a button. It's not that advanced, guys. This is why I get mad when I always see people using auto combos, because that means you're not taking your time to learn the game. But who am I though? Okay, so with that knowledge, we're gonna start off with the combo. So if you wanna maximize as much damage as possible, this is a combo that I always go for all the time. So it'll be a combination of both your combo extenders that we learned just now and the combo finishers from before. So now I will show it to you. So remember, we have flying kicks, we have heavy finish, and we have Kai Cannon. We're going to be using these in a specific order. So let's say I want to do a combo extender into a flying kick into a Kai Cannon to finish it off. No heavy punch. So it would look something like this. Like that. That is a basic combo right there. And of course you can always switch it up. It's always possible to switch it up because, you know, people can Z counter and all that, which make these combos kind of obsolete, but it's all about customization. You have to know the fundamentals first before you can tweak them. It's almost like with anything else, to be honest. If I want a combo that maximizes the most damage while ending it off in a disadvantaged state for my opponent, this is the combo I always go for.
Come on. How'd you like that?
Look at that. A nice juicy 14k damage just off of that combo. Now I know what you're saying. Oh, they will just super counter it. It doesn't matter. You're right. But you need to know this to customize your combos. So you're welcome. But you know, you can always switch it up. Like let's say I don't want to do my combo extenders, right? Because it makes the combo too long. I want to get as much damage off before they super counter. What I'll do is I'll do the combo without the combo extenders. So flying kick into heavy finish into Kai Cannon. Look at that. That's 10k damage right there. Easy. Not having to worry about any combo extenders or anything. You want to get straight to the point? Of course you can do it. Now I did forget to explain, oh, what is that follow-up after you do Kai Cannon? You just press triangle after you fully charge the Kai Cannon. It doesn't work. It doesn't work if you just press it. It doesn't. But if you fully charge, you can follow it up like that. Not all characters have this, by the way. I press triangle to follow it up right after I do the Kai Cannon. Not all characters have this. Some characters have the follow-up be square instead. And it's a whole different type of combo. So just to let you know. Now, if you want a combo to kind of mix up super counters and all that, I can show y'all a few that I use. So the one I mentioned where I just didn't use any combo extenders, that is a possible one, but it could be too long, or if you're fighting a really good player, it won't really work much because, you know, they can super counter like in the first 5 hits or whatever. So what you could do is that you could do flying kick into a sweep, into a follow-up like that. Like that. You could do that as well. Or if you don't want to follow it up per se with the flurry of attacks after you hit them up, you can just reset. You can do a heavy into a reset. What that looks like is I'll do flying kicks, sweep, bring them up, reset. You could continue from there. That wasn't a reset because I forgot to add a key blast, but it's a reset. Trust. Let's say you don't want to throw them upwards. What you can do is you could just flying kicks into a sweep, into another sweep, wait for them to recover, do another combo. Like I said, it's just a lot of combo freedom, and you just need to play around with it. That's something I cannot personally teach. There's just a lot of routes you can take, and that's for you to find out, my friend. Okay, so now we get into the juicy stuff, and this will be combos into supers. Now, there's not a lot of these, and when I mean combos into supers, I mean true combos. Yes, anyone can vanish your supers, but what I mean by combos into supers is that the only option they have is to vanish the super. So that's what we mean by that. So KEFLA actually has one that I am infamous for using. I'm gonna put up some clips of me doing it if I have them, but this combo is really good as a KEFLA mate. But what this combo looks like, basically the bread and butter for this combo will be your Kai Cannon every single time. This works less if you're in the air, like high up in the air, but if you're close to the ground, this is basically confirmed to hit if they don't vanish. Okay, so what you basically do is your Kai Cannon into your follow-up, straight into your rush. That is a confirmed combo. Easy 10k right there. That is a confirmed combo. Yes, they can vanish it, but no one is going to be expecting that. Trust and believe. So usually I do this at the end of my big combo string into my Kai Cannon to end it off into that. Now what this does is that if the opponent decides to hold block at any point after the Kai Cannon is done, it will count as a reset. Okay, so right now I have my opponent to guard, right? So we're gonna start our chain combo right behind him. You see? I had a combo that did 9,000 to him, and it reset, and now it did a whole 10k. That is 20k damage. 20k just off of that combo. That is huge. That is amazing. And that is like the combo that I go for every time I'm on KEFLA and I have Ki. Ended off with the Kai Cannon into the rush. That is free damage. Free. I will show y'all one more time.
How'd you like that? Not done yet.
There y'all go. There's y'all indefinite proof. See, now, I don't know if anyone else in the game can do that, but usually if you do a rush right beside somebody, you have to step back. And I've tested this with KEFLA Super Saiyan, which you see in a minute. This doesn't work for any of her other forms or for any other characters. Maybe I could be wrong. If y'all find a character you could do this on, then tell me in the comments. But this is exclusively for KEFLA as of my knowledge. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Super Saiyan 1.
All or nothing.
Okay. So, for Super Saiyan 1, basic combos. Hold on, let me get him to not guard. So, Super Saiyan 1 basic combos are different, obviously. So, for her first one, heavy finish. Her heavy finish is going to be on her first kick. Actually, that is the same from her base one. Never mind. Number 2, flying kicks, also the same. Kill. Hold up. Her third, Kai Cannon. This is a little bit more trickier because she has a multi-hit, so that could trip a lot of people up. But just be mindful of how many times you're pressing the square button. But yeah, her third one is the Kai Cannon, just like before. And I think her fourth one is different because now she has... Oops. A turnaround. Yes, sir. This is really good because you can turn around and then give them back shots. Yes, sir. But all in all, this is just a little step up from her base form in terms of the moveset. Because she has the turnaround, so now she has 4 different finishers, which is really good. Okay, now for skills, we have False Courage,
Just getting
which if you played rank, you know what that is and you know what it does. And we have Finish Sign,
Time to finish this.
which is just as bad as her base form. It doesn't give you Ki, as you can see here.
Time to finish this.
It doesn't give you Ki, which always makes me go back to the Gotenks thing, because why is he the only one who has that? So yeah, her skills, I'd say it's a downgrade from her base because she doesn't have Wild Sense anymore. False Courage is cool if you want to charge without Ki Blast getting in your way, or if you just want that extra super armor, but it's not as good as Wild Sense in my opinion. For supers, we have this, which is pretty much the same thing in her base form. It's just a little bigger. The projectile speed is the same.
Have a nice flight.
Yeah, pretty much. Her second super, however, is a rush.
So dead.
And the difference with this rush, as you can see, it's much slower, but it has a lot of travel time, which is really good. I say that because slow ones are just kind of easy to vanish if you're a good enough player. But for people who aren't expecting it, it's definitely a good skill. And for her ultimate,
Here it comes.
will be this.
Gonna mess you up real good. Don't underestimate Saiyan. Goodbye.
Which is unblockable, by the way. If you don't believe me, I'm going to show you. Okay, we have Vegeta guarding here. We're gonna go into ult,
Here it comes.
or into Spark.
I'm gonna mess you up real good.
There you go. Goes right through his guard. This ult goes kind of underrated because this KEFLA doesn't have an Insta-Spark. So you'd have to manually go into sparking mode to take advantage of the unblockable ult, which, if you know the sparking community, they're not big fans of that. They want their Insta-Spark to carry them. So for that reason alone, you're not going to see much Super Saiyan 1 KEFLAs solely because of that. Like, why would you go Super Saiyan 1 with an unblockable if you got Super Saiyan 2 with an Insta-Spark? And then, you know, I'm gonna get into it. So for chain combos, they're pretty much similar to base KEFLAs. The only difference would be if you want to incorporate the turnaround move, which would be that. You definitely can as like a first option before you start getting into your true combos. But there's a neat thing about Super Saiyan 1 KEFLA, and it's about her key cannon. So you know how I said before how some characters have the follow-up for their key cannons are different. So for hers, it was that, right? That was for base KEFLA, and some others may have square, right? Where, well, for Super Saiyan 1 KEFLA, she has both. She has number uno. She has dos. So she has two options out of her key cannon, which is so good for variety. It is so good for combo expression. So now, a basic combo string that I usually go for in Super Saiyan 1 would be like a combo extender into flying kicks, into Kai cannon, whichever combo extension you want to do. Pretty much is just freedom of expression of combos. So do this. You know what I'm saying? If you want to put in combo extenders, like that. And just to show y'all how that combo extension into Rush doesn't work for Super Saiyan 1 KEFLA, if I do it, I have to move back. And in most situations, that gives them time to guard. So it's not a confirm. Okay, so combos into supers for Super Saiyan 1. If you do the key cannon combo, the square one that we mentioned previously, this one, you can do your super after that. So like that. That, I'm pretty sure they cannot dodge that in time, and they definitely cannot block that in time. I think you can do this for your rush as well, and it would be a confirm. But let me see.
You are so dead.
Okay, it's a bit slower, so I don't know if this would be a confirm in an actual game. I really don't actually. I don't know. I don't chain Super Saiyan 1 KEFLA supers as much as I do her base because her confirms are much more definite in her base. But that's really all I really know for combos into supers. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the forbidden form.
I'll show you what I'm made of. Get a load of this.
Ah yes, the most hated form in rank, Super Saiyan 2. You hear that lightning? Yes sir. This is probably her best transformation state. In my opinion, it's not better than base, but you know, it gives you better stats. You have Insta Spark, and your supers are better. So, you know, in an arguable case, it is better than base. Okay, so basic combos for Super Saiyan 2. This is where it gets a bit different. So we have number one for heavy, which I know it's the same, but hold up, let me cook. Her second hit is now the turnaround. So now you have to get used to it not being the final combo finisher, but now it's the second hit. Her third hit is now the flying kicks. And her last hit, another heavy. Okay, now going on to her skills, we have Saiyan Spirit,
Now for the fun part.
which is just a buff. Again, not very good. And we also have the Insta Spark.
In the multiverse.
That gives you buffs, by the way, if you didn't know, which is really good. And no wonder niggas be spamming this in rank. Pretty solid skills. For her supers, we have,
Better take this one seriously.
which is okay, in my opinion. I think it's an okay super. I believe it is better from a distance because the projectiles will come into one like that, and it gives you maximized damage. But up close, like here,
You better take this one seriously.
extremely inconsistent. You see how I did like 8k there? Let's say if you're like mid-range
Better
and you
take
do it
this
from
one
here,
seriously.
look at that. Nothing hit. I was expecting at least 1 or 2 to hit, but nothing hit there. It's extremely inconsistent, and inconsistency in a fighting game is just not cool, buddy. So, in my opinion, it's kind of okay as a super. I don't usually use it a lot, but it's there. So if it's there, it's there. Our second super
Not yet.
is a rush, and it's a fast one.
Everything.
And not only is it fast, unlike base KEFLA, it has a lot of range. A lot of range.
Everything.
So that's one of the reasons why this form would be one of the best forms, because for that rush, for 10k damage, that rush is really good. And for ultimate, I don't really even have to show this. So I'm sure y'all niggas is tired of seeing it. But
Time for my ultimate attack. You're going down.
yes.
I win.
Beautiful cheese. Okay. So now that we know her moveset, we're going to go into chain combos. For Super Saiyan 2 KEFLA, some chain combos it's pretty much the same, except this time, this KEFLA does not have any key cannons. So our combo finishers are going to be a lot more, what would I say? There's going to be a lot of more variety in it. So we're going to use a lot more basic combo finishers. So let's say if I want to do flying kicks,
How'd you like that?
I'll just do this. To something, no, it's just a lot of combo expression afterwards. Kind of just like every other thing. But a string I usually go for is just, if I'm in front of them, I turn around into a combo string, into flying kicks, into heavy finish, something like that. And of course you can mix it up if you don't want to do it combo extenders. Just that in the third, you could just do bing, 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 bing. That's easy 8k. So going on to combos into supers. So for this KEFLA, and for the other one I forgot to mention, but she doesn't really have this because, again, she has slow supers. For Super Saiyan 1, I mean. For Super Saiyan 2, there is a combo into super that is really good, and it works for both supers. So what it is that you just throw them up, and you just press triangle into square. You could do any super after that. I messed up there, but I'm gonna do it again.
You better take this one seriously.
That is a confirm, because once they're in that tumble state, it's hard for them to recover. It's similar to when you see people do this combo online, and you're just stuck going down like that. It's similar to that. Okay, so basically I showed you I showed that combo into the first super, so now we're gonna do it into the second one. It should be
Not yet.
easy.
I'll destroy everything.
Now, I believe if you do this in the air, it's different, because in the air, I don't know if the super has enough tracking to catch them in the air while they're falling down. But let's see.
Not yet.
Oh shit! There you go. There y'all go. Easy confirm. Okay, so now I wanted to save this for last. Simply because I see a lot of people complain about the cheese that Super Saiyan 2 KEFLA has. And I want to show y'all a confirm with your ultimate that requires no cheese. This is all skill. Hey, y'all, I know you might be saying, oh, but it's an AoE. Like, you could just go up to them and use it with no problem. I mean, yes, of course. But I'm going to show y'all how to use it in a way where it's a confirm and it's not cheese. So let me go into my Insta Spark just to show you.
I'm the best in the multiverse.
And you see he's guarding. So if I just raw super,
My ultimate attack.
it's not going to
You're
hit.
going down.
So for all y'all who didn't know it was actually blockable, yes, it's blockable. What I'm going to show you is that if you do a vanishing attack and time it properly.
Time for my ultimate attack.
Okay, I messed up.
You're going down.
Okay, yeah, see I messed up there? It's really timing based. But I'm going to show y'all when I get it right.
Time for my ultimate attack. You're going down.
See, like right there?
I win.
Okay, so basically what I did there is that when you hit your opponent with a vanishing attack or whatever, you throw them away, they're going to be spamming recover or holding recover. And what you want to do is that you want to dragon dash as soon as they are about to recover. That way you'll be right behind them. And what you're going to do is that you're going to input block and input your ultimate right after. I don't know if you can just do your ultimate after you're right behind him. I'm not sure. Which we could try out right now. Okay, no, you can't. So I was right. So basically, you have to input block as soon as you're behind them, and then immediately after, do your ultimate, and that is a confirm because they are stuck in their recovery animation, and pretty much they're fucked. Pretty much they cannot do anything about that. So that is one way that you can do it without any cheese. You don't have to just go up to them in neutral, just spam it right then and there. Even though you can do that, a good player, if they see you're in sparking, they're going to look out for you just Z dashing to them and just doing it off rip. They're gonna look for it. For most players, if you want to avoid that, simply just whenever they are rushing you, just back up, play patient, and just block. It's literally that simple. So a little fun fact, guys, is that this is also possible on base KEFLA, which I love, by the way. So if I go into my sparking, and I do the same principle. Oops. Yeah, I input it there and it just didn't work. Chill. What's happening?
This is gonna hurt. How do you like
That is a confirm.
Was that too much?
See, now I know what you're saying. You're like, well, if I just use it in neutral when I catch them matching, it's the same thing, right? Yeah, you could do that, but I'm just offering you some variety here. So all in all, KEFLA, love her. She's my day one main, and yeah, she's a fusion, but they can patch the game to a point where fusions just don't come with their extra stats and the extra health bar, and I would still main KEFLA with the quickness. I would never drop KEFLA. So that's how you know I'm in it for the character and not for how OP they are. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the tutorial. If I missed anything, let me know in the comment section, and I will make a follow-up video, or like later down the line I'll do like a KEFLA updated video where I look back on this and I say, oh, this guide was kind of trash, let me do a new one, then that's where all that extra stuff will come in. So yeah, I just want to thank y'all for, you know, tuning in. And if this guide was helpful to you in any way, say how helpful it was in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? More guides for more characters will come out. For my main team, I probably have guides for them, like for Teen Gohan, even though he's kind of a popular pick. I can probably give y'all some sleeper tips, some pointers or whatever. Yeah, I just want to thank y'all. Just hit 20 subscribers. It's only up from here. I just want to thank everyone who's been tuning in. I'm gonna have more content on the way, not just gaming but other content as well. I've been really enjoying Sparking Zero and all it has to offer. I wish I could play it more and have more content out for y'all, but hey man, I have a job. I have stuff to do, you know what I'm saying? And with that being said, y'all,
No freaking way!
peace.